Hugh Stern. He is the father of Sterning, and purveyor of dressing.
Yeah. What is Sterning?
Well, Sterning, some people call it extreme dressing. Some people call it putting on clothes with style. But Sterning is the more appropriate name, since Hugh Stern was the father of Sterning. Really the first person to make it public and to establish a following of other Sterners. I'm a level 4 Sterner.
And how did you get into that?
Well, I met Hugh Stern at a park. One day I was walking my dog, and this naked man just runs past me. And I was a little shocked at first. He climbs a tree and jumps out of a branch right into his underwear. And then he just got in his car and drove away. And I was really inspired by the whole thing, so I came back to the park the next day. And sure enough, he ran right by me, naked again, jumped into the tree into his underwear. And this time I stopped him and said, "Excuse me, what are you doing?" And he said, "I'm Sterning." And I, of course, had no idea what that meant. So I was, curious. I asked him about it, and he asked me if I would be his apprentice. We were very close. I was his first disciple. We sort of had a Yoda-Luke connection going on, and I spent a good portion of my 20s with him in his basement, just learning all about him and about what he liked to do, and we were really close. I'm about to do the first level 4 move I ever learned, which is called Die With Your Boots On. Hugh showed me how to do this. It took me probably 3 years of really, really intense practicing to get to the comfort level that I'm at now, but I've been doing it for a while. I'm really good at it. Die with your boots on.
My name's Kyle Schofield. I am a huge student of the Hughian method of Sterning. I spent most of my life without any sort of direction, and then I witnessed a very interesting situation when a man jumped out of a plane, very, very low-flying plane actually. When I say low-flying, I mean like probably like 70 or 80 feet above ground. And a man jumped out and got dressed on the free fall to the ground, and the last thing he put on was the parachute. And turns out it was this amazing, amazing man named Hugh Stern. And ever since then I've been studying his methods of extreme dressing, also known as Sterning. It's about time for me to get dressed. Would you like to see how my morning routine? Follow me. Like I said before, this is my morning routine. I like to call it morning cup of coffee. Stir! Ah! Easy Sunday morning.
It started out as, I guess I would describe it as a Luke and Obi-Wan relationship, and then actually it shifted over time from that. It didn't remain that way. About a week before he died, he sat me down and he told me that he was my father. I had never met my father, and he told me that he was my father and he knew my mother, and that's when our relationship really turned into a Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader type situation, but wasn't as evil. It was good.
Yeah. I know him as Zach Town. You might know him as Beetlejuice, but he's a phony, and as far as I'm concerned, he's somewhat responsible for my dad's death.
The horror that event sticks with me forever. The death, the carnage I saw on that day while trying to stern has literally crippled me. I'm in bed. I can't get dressed. It's tough to talk about it, it's tough to think about it. I have, since that day, refused to put any clothing on. He was like a father to me. He filled this hole in my life that I didn't even know really that existed. And I just look at him there on my wall every day. I still see him, and it was really tough.
Just will be ready. You got to die. Oh, you just will